We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Cubbies enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Jake Arrieta gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, coming on now to pitch is former NL Cy Young Award winner Jake Arrieta. Good fastball, 95 to 97. Great overhand curveball and a straight changeup. Former Cy Young Award winner. If he brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs.
Here's Javier Baez. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race. First of 3 here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they came out on the losing end last time out and are. Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is gonna clear the wall. A home run. A solo home run there for Javi Baez. Number 23 for him thus far, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
I love the way this lineup's constructed. Right out of the gate, they smack you right in the mouth with one of the better power hitters in their lineup. And he takes him deep right there to set the tone.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward.
The right fielder.
Fouled off.
Hayward.
Arrieta has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Guy having another solid campaign, D-Row, coming off a month with double-digit dingers.
Yeah, I was going to say solid. I'll raise you a little bit. That's in fuego right there. Double-digit bombs in 1 month. Watch out for this guy. He's on fire.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hayward gets his lead at first, nobody out. In the dirt here, and a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A reach there by McCutchen, but it's over his glove for a home run. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Number 28 on the season, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category.
Yeah, this guy dropped 9 big flies last month, and he has rocketed up the leaderboard.
Yeah, D-Row, 9 bombs in a month. You better be awful careful pitching to this guy. He's swinging the bat great right now.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 3 runs already home here. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
2-2.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race.
Man, D-Row, talk about a month. This guy hit 8 long balls last month.
Yeah, Dan, he is locked in. I want you to focus on his bat path through the zone. He is getting it in early and staying through the baseball.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2.
I got the count 1-2.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 3 and the Phillies coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jose Quintana will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. 3-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all 3 for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
field. The temperatures are heating up. The kids are out of school. What better way to spend those summer nights than here at the ballpark with a 6 or 10 game mini plan? You'll save as much as 30% as compared to buying individual tickets alone. How's that for summer savings? Visit any stadium ticket window for mini plan information.
Here comes the first pitch. Scott Kingery is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Contreras has a play, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So digging in now, Andrew McCutchen. Man, he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting third.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Quintana into the windup. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Phillies down in order. They trail it here 3-0. At the plate, David Bodie. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slow roller down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. And the pitch. And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And the pitch. Swinging a soft liner. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Boy, D-roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
So now to the plate, Jose Quintana, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball two.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Javier Baez is on deck. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Jose Quintana goes down to become the first out here in the second inning. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. This is line to left. McCutchen is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Stepping in, Jason Hayward reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. Hayward, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one, but they lead it 3-0. Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
In now, JT Realmuto. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 5 homers and 22 RBIs. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, it's been a steady 5 for 9. He's taken him deep once, and he falls behind 0-2. Quintana gets the sign. Here's the delivery. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still down 3-0. Now to the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Bruce at the track. Gone! A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Number 21 for him on the season. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, Dero, what do you make of all this?
Dero, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it. And this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Vince Velasquez is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll take a look at ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 1-0 home. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber, number 22 on the year, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Ian Happ. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Into the box, David Bodie. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Bodie is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1-1, here it is.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2.
2-2 the count.
4 runs here in this half inning. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for out number 1. And now the Cubs pitcher, Jose Quintana. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
The 0-1, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Velasquez is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now batting, Javier Baez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at this. It never looks good to hit a man when your team is getting shelled. Seems a little suspicious. Then again, sooner or later, you've got to reclaim the inside part of the plate, or things can get even worse.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. Oh, and 2, here it comes. This is in the air out to straightaway center. On the move is Bruce. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front, 7-0. Here's Jay Bruce now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
And that'll bring up Josh Harrison. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Harrison Often known as J-Hay around the game, he was taken in the 6th round during the 2008 draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
The 0-2 once more.
No, inside.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Vince Velasquez. And he fouls this one off. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Quintana's got his target coming at him with the 0-1. Seven in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters. From their approach, to their swings, to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant as we begin the top of the 4th.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman.
1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that 2-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Struck him out. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Down and away, ball 1. 7 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. the payoff pitch home. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he could really hurt you.
Standing in, Kyle Schwarber. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Hit down the line at first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the stretch. And the pitch takes off inside and it gets away. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 1 left for the Cubs. And they hold a 7-0 lead. And in steps Scott Kingery back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 home. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant's got it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. So striding in, Andrew McCutchen. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey!
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the Phillies' first hit of the game is going to be for extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Into the corner and slicing foul. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And it's fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Digging in and looking for more, Ian Happ, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Ian Happ.
First delivery to him on the way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. A ball and 2 strikes.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Fouled away. Again a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
At the plate now, David Bodie. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping up now, Jose Quintana. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. So it's back to the top of the order now. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they're still in control, 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
The catcher.
All right, Heidi, thank you. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The windup and the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Number 9, Jay Bruce.
So now to the plate, Jay Bruce. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fouled off. Bruce swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent. Swung on by Bruce, and he connects with it to right field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First pitch of the at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And it's fouled away. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That was a good swing right there. Might be the best one he's had all night because he was right on it.
Count remains 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now
stepping up to the plate, Chris Bryant. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he misses, ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2. 2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First pitch of the at-bat, and he fouls this one off. 2 out with the man at first. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies nothing. Josh Harrison stands in. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
A ball and no strikes. Fouled off. The 1-1.
Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Gene Segura will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
He's hitting for the Phillies. Number 2, Gene Segura.
In there, 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Hit out towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Digging in to try it again, Scott Kingery. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And it's fouled away.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Robert Stock comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. All set for the start of the inning, and next it'll be the outfielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Now in the box, Ian Happ. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Starts him out with a fastball too low for ball 1. Fouled away.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. On to first, and they get them both.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, David Bodie.
At the plate, David Bodie. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And Hoskins is there to make the catch. The inning is over. Cubs are down quietly, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Here's Bryce Harper now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
The first baseman, number 17.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch coming, here it is. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hoskins behind, the count 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch of the at-bat. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Boy, he looks strong out there on the mound this inning. He's got a chance to punch out the side in order, and against the middle of the order, too.
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Phillies down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Ready to begin the 8th, and up next the pitcher Jose Quintana.
The pitcher, Jose Quintana.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 2-1 home.
No, that's low.
Javier Baez will be next.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. On the move is Bruce. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
To 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward third. Kingery's there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. One left for the Cubs, but they're still in control, 7-0. Ready once again, Didi Gregorius. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
To the plate now, Jay Bruce. Pitch is popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. No hits to this point. And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Stepping in now, Josh Harrison. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it's quickly 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Adam Morgan will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Adam Hazley will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Batting 9, number 40, Adam Hazley.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Anthony Rizzo is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. That's wide. 2-0. Morgan is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. For a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Now the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
He's set. Here it comes. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen.
He's set. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
The 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. One and 1 to Schwarber. Two and 1.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
And that misses inside. 1-0.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
This is on the ground over to first. And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 2.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Standing in now, David Bodie, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. He's ready now. The pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the. So striding forward now, Adam Hazley starting.
Leading up for the Phillies, the center fielder, Adam Hazley.
First offering on its way. In there for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Into the box, Scott Kingery. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Drilled on the ground to short. Baez fields it cleanly. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jose Quintana earns his 8th victory of the season as he racked up 21 strikeouts to set a new single-game strikeout record. Jake Arrieta only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The victorious Chicago Cubs. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For Philadelphia, no runs on only 2 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jose Quintana. His record is now 8-2. The loss goes to Jake Arrieta. He falls to 4-5. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, Jose Quintana was stunning on the mound, earning the win and striking out 21 as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 7-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Jacob deGrom was victorious for the 5th time this season, leading the Mets to the win over the Cardinals 8-4. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.